Hi, I'm Jim Della Vega. I want to talk about something that's a little early this year, and that is the water dangers. And because we're hitting in the 90s, we're about 10 degrees warmer than we should be for this time of year. So that means we're getting the snow melt earlier than usual. And that means the water is quite inviting for a lot of people, but it is also extremely dangerous. We've had floodings every year. We have drownings that happen every single year. So here's what I'm talking about, and I want to know about it's early to stay out of the San Joaquin rivers. The deputies say the snow melt from Sierra Nevada is making swimming in the water extremely dangerous. They're asking that you don't swim in any river, creek, or canal until further notice. We're looking at a couple of things. That looks kind of calm, right? But actually, that water underneath what you're seeing is moving very, very quickly. Here you see it moving quickly because it's going over rapids. It's obvious, but it's not always obvious. And when it's not obvious, again, that looks placid. You're want to go jump in there, and then you have an issue. And that issue is drowning. People don't quite understand how quickly someone can drown. Excuse me, I'm adjusting the camera there. How quickly, how vulnerable we are as creatures. When I was a young boy, about 11 or 12, I had a friend, a classmate, who drowned. And I remember my mother taking me to see that boy's mother. And it was not a good call because I was the same age, same height. I kind of looked like the kid. And she was just, I remember her sorrow. I can feel her sorrow now. I didn't know that that was going to be something I would be dealing with down the road, on and on and on and on again. Every year we hit this time, and I know I'm going to be reporting about drownings that have happened, drownings that could have been prevented in many cases simply by not getting in the water or keeping a close eye on people who do get in the water. And it is something that happens fast and quickly. Even if you're taking your children down to the river bank and nobody's going in the water, but you've got kids there, you have to watch them like a hawk. And I know that's a cliche, and I apologize for using a cliche. You have to be on them cognizantly watching them because it only takes a moment for them to fall off a bank into the water. It's happened over and over and over again. And we've also had this happen where somebody falls in the water, a grown up jumps in the water to save whoever's fallen in the water, and they drowned as well. It would be wonderful if we could prevent that this year. And the only way we're going to come close to preventing it is for everybody to talk about it and realize that it may look inviting, but looks are deceiving. This is what it's doing underneath. It is powerful. With that snow melt coming out, another thing you need to know about is that water is cold. It will take your breath away. And when you do that, you're starting to move towards hypothermia very, very, very quickly. So you've got several things going at once. One thing is you're being pushed by a physical force. Think of it like an actual creature. You're in the grasp of an actual creature because it is a beast when you're in there. So it is pushing against you. Your body is getting very, very cold. You're going to go into shock there quickly. Plus, your air supply is being cut. Even if you're bobbing up and down, it's being cut off, and then you're able to gasp, and then you may take in some water. The thing that is probably one of the most frustrating things is just how vulnerable we are as beings, as creatures, how easy it is for us to drown. Even the best swimmer can drown, particularly in that cold ice melt, in that powerful river water. You can even drown in creeks. They're getting that runoff as well from that. So when we see the temperatures as high as they are this early, already in the 90s, 10 degrees or more above normal, and we see the river really starting to pick up. We know the snow melt's coming, and you don't know what's behind what you're seeing. You're seeing the river as it is at that moment, but it's constantly changing based on how much snow melt is coming in below. I would just urge everybody, please be aware of that. Don't take chances. Look out for one another anytime you're anywhere near the river. I love watching rivers flow. They're mesmerizing. But I also know from painful experience that you have to be on guard when you're around them because they will take something precious from you, whether it is someone you love or it is your life. So don't be enticed by that. It looks beautiful. Just err on the side of safety. Avoid the river whenever you can. And if you are there, use maximum precautions. Take a life vest. Make sure you have people knowing where you're at. Have people on the bank who are watching if you have to be there. And there are places where you can, like Merced County Sheriff is closing the Merced and San Joaquin rivers. There's places where you can't go in the water. But if you go to a place where you can, please, I urge you to be safe. And I hope let's keep the number of drownings down as low as possible. 0 would be absolutely amazing. Stay safe.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres with Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.